Velvet Tongues, formerly known as the Streetwalkers. Now, Melissa, may I ask, when was the band formed?
The band was formed about a year ago. We recorded an EP, which we released the summer of 2010. We're working on a full-length album, and the Streetwalkers, which you guys know us as, due to copyright issues, we're going to have to change the name, so we now will be playing under the Velvet Tongues.
So, Melissa, how did you first hear about the Purple Ribbon Council?
I think basically by luck. I came across Donna Bartos and landed, an awesome opportunity to be a part of this. And this is my second year getting to come back and play, and it was just kind of by chance we met, and it's been truly probably I've always said this is the funnest show we do every year, so it's just glad to be back a second time and, make some more memories with you guys.
So what inspired you to want to join the Rock the Purple tour?
Well, it's a great organization, and I believe this organization is going to change lives, is already changing lives, and whenever presented with an opportunity to give and to help out, it's something that, as a person, whether it has to do with music or, lending a helping hand to someone in a different way, I want to be a part of it. And the great thing is I work with some awesome musicians in this band, and when I brought the idea to them, we all said, let's do this. We've got to be a part of it, so we're lucky to be here.
So, Melissa, what are some of the band's future goals and ambitions?
We're a local band. We are all pretty much, actually, Steve and I know are natives. Jim is not, but Phoenix is our home. We just want to write really great music, develop an incredible local following, and, have fun. This is what we do for, it's our passion, writing music. So, the road can be very long, so we'll see how far we can get down that path. Does that sound good?
All right, so Melissa, when presented with some of the statistics regarding domestic violence, verbal, emotional, and physical abuse in Arizona and throughout the U.S., what were some of your thoughts?
I believe it's an epidemic. It's something that, unfortunately, for years as a community, we haven't talked about it, and it's organizations like Purple Ribbon Council that is going to make a change. It's people like this organization, people within this organization, bringing other people in from the community and us all working together to basically, I think, create hope. I think most people who are stuck in domestic violence situations are very hopeless. And what is so moving about, Rock the Purple and what's happening is this is something that will hopefully, in time, with patience and, the support of the community, make change for, the helpless victims who cannot get out of the cycle of violence.
All right, so Melissa, have you ever had any personal experiences with domestic violence?
I think that we all have, whether it's a personal family member, whether it's ourselves, whether it's the next door neighbor, whether it's, your daughter's best friend's family that's, living that nightmare, so to speak. I think we're all touched by it in one way or another. It's just maybe we aren't so aware. And again, that's what this program or this organization Keep going. And again, that's what this is all about. It's raising awareness. So I've had friends who've been in very traumatic, abusive relationships, and it's very trying. It's easy for someone like myself to say, hey, you just need to pack up and leave. It's not that easy. And, there's a reason it's called a cycle of violence. And, I think the way that you rectify the situation is just to be there with, open arms to accept whoever it is when they're ready to actually say enough's enough, and, I'm going to start living outside of, the horrors of what goes on. So absolutely, I think, personally, I've had friends who've been and abusive relationships, and we all know somebody. So I'm rambling.
This is Jonathan with Tractable Divas for Rock the Purple 2011 Phoenix. So, guys, want to introduce yourselves real fast?
Sure. My name's Ryan. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Mark Allen. I play drum.
Awesome. So, guys, when was the band first formed?
We were first formed, we're trying to figure that out, probably about 7 years ago. We decided we'd land on 2004. It's kind of tough. It was organic. Most of us were just guys that knew each other, had been playing in different projects together. Just decided to pull this project together because we like nothing to do.
I seem to remember we recorded a song and then didn't touch it for about a year and came back and listened to it and thought, oh, that's cool. We gotta do
something
this.
with that. We got to do something with that. Yeah, so that's the story.
All right, so guys, how did you first hear about the Purple Ribbon Council?
Actually, at one of our shows, we were playing down at a show, and one of the advocates, one of the volunteers for Purple Ribbon Council came up and started talking to us about the Purple Ribbon Council and what they do, and it resonated with, with what we're about and, what we would like our band to be about. So, we told them to keep us in mind if there was any other way that we could help out. Not too many months after that, we got our first call and had opportunities to do some of the Girls' Night Out events with Purple Ribbon Council, some of the salons. Had a great time there, and I guess for about 4 years or so now, just had an ongoing relationship and doing what we can. So it's, if there's anybody out there, thinking about, those, just that personal advocacy, that you do make a difference, and, it does. It helps spread the word, and we wouldn't have gotten involved if there hadn't been, one of the advocates out on the pavement. So I think that's the neat thing. All of us have a little bit of a sphere of influence, so whatever we can do to get out there and share within that sphere is a good thing.
So, guys, what inspired you to join the Rock the Purple Tour Phoenix?
Well, I think it's important being able to give back and do something that is meaningful. And we had an opportunity to do something we loved and at the same time participate in a worthwhile endeavor to draw awareness to the Purple Ribbon Council. And, it's been a privilege to be a part of that. And so we thought, what better way to participate in drawing awareness to this great organization, play music and do that thing that we love so much. So it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. Domestic violence is one of those things, it breeds in silence. It's one of those things that, when it's allowed to live in the shadows, that's when it thrives. And so that's what's so thankful for, events like this, for Purple Ribbon Council and Purple Ribbon for Children and what they're doing to shine light on these issues, just make people aware. When it's out there in the public arena and people are talking about it, and people are aware that, no, this is not okay, that's where we really start to see change occur. That's when we really start to empower people to stand up and make a difference. And that was a great privilege, a great opportunity to say just do something we love, so near and dear to our hearts with music, to be able to get out there and just a small little part of helping to spread that light.
Awesome. Now, guys, have you released any albums as of yet?
Yeah, most recently we have an album called Hope in the State of Decay. And it's a 10-song full-length album. We're real proud of it. Just came out, about 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
All right, could you repeat the name of that album for all of our eager listeners out there?
Hope in the State of Decay.
All right, guys, Hope in the State of Decay. Pick it up. Now, are you guys currently working on a new album?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're doing a couple things. We're in the studio right now doing some songs that Ryan had written for some local charities, and we're also putting a compilation together of cover tunes. That's just going to be for the fun of doing the album. So we're excited about that.
So, have either of you guys ever had any personal experiences with domestic violence?
I've had some indirect experience. My wife and I started providing foster care to kids in need here in Arizona actually last year. And one of the things that quickly stood out to us is even when the children themselves are not necessarily a direct target of domestic violence, just by being around it, they're caught in the wake of it. They are caught in the carnage of all the destruction that happens in those relationships. And especially for children that, so little and they don't have the ability or the life experiences to be able to navigate those types of things. They weren't designed to experience that type of abuse or that type of brokenness. For organizations such as the Purple Ribbon Council to be able to come alongside and to reach out to kids and to advocate for kids and to help be a part of the story of healing. That's a pretty powerful thing. And so applaud the work that the Purple Ribbon Council is doing, the Purple Ribbon Fund for Children, because it is desperately needed. Kids that are getting caught in the wake on a daily basis of just that cycle of domestic violence. And you see it repeated over and over, generation to generation. It takes outside influence to be able to step in and to break that cycle. So thank you, Purple Ribbon Council, for all that you're doing, and for all of those supporting the work of Purple Ribbon Council. You're doing a good thing. Thank you for that.
Mark, anything?
Thankfully, no. Not any personal direct experience with it. And I think that's what stands in contrast to the stories I hear. And what breaks my heart when I see people experience domestic violence. And, it is just, it's a devastating thing to experience, I would imagine.
And what are some of the future goals of the Tractor Pull Divas, guys?
Yeah, I think we've really enjoyed. Anybody that's been in an indie band knows how much work it is to get out there and just pound the pavement and things like that. And one of the things that we've really started to do is, rather than just doing that for our own sake, is really trying to partner with organizations that we can use whatever type of platform or whatever stage that we may be given through this whole music thing to raise awareness and to hopefully have an impact and to make a difference. And that's been real satisfying. No longer is it suddenly just a rock and roll project about your own vanity or things like that. Now it's a rock and roll project about your own vanity, but also able to do a little bit of good. So we enjoy that. That's I think something that we really want to do is to continue to use that stage, that platform, just to make a difference.
So you gotta break away. Take everything you got here, but break these chains.
So, guys, when was the band first formed?
Me and him been together since about 2004. We've been working together, and then collectively as a group, we've been together since 2009.
Awesome. Now, have you guys released any albums as of yet?
We're working on our album right now. We're wrapping it up. It's our first album. We got about 2 months to go, and then we'll be releasing that.
Great. Now, what are some of the band's future goals, guys?
Anybody want to elaborate on that? I guess just write good music, play out, explore other cities and states, and just have fun doing what we're doing.
Working with other promoters, trying to get other shows in other cities.
Awesome.
Los Angeles, here, and so on.
All right, guys, so when presented with some of the statistics regarding domestic violence, verbal, emotional, and physical abuse in Arizona and throughout the U.S., what were some of your thoughts?
Well, I've been a high school teacher for 13 years now, so I've had direct contact with students who have been unfortunately abused, and this was something that when presented with the opportunity to do something to promote awareness for it, we were all for it. As far as the statistics go, they're actually quite high, and this is a great opportunity for us to get the word out there, to let people know that there's a lot of people that need some help, and there are organizations out there like such as Rock the Purple that is promoting some really great things, so we're definitely happy to assist in any way possible.
Okay guys, so how did you first hear about the Purple Ribbon Council?
Well, we heard about 2,000 years ago from Rachel Tilly. No, in all honesty, Rachel Tilly is a good friend of a friend, and she hooked us up with the opportunity to perform.
Great. Now, and what inspired you to want to join the Rock the Purple tour in Phoenix?
Well, for me personally, my background as a child, I went through a lot of domestic violence, and currently me and my girlfriend have taken in a child that has been in a bad background, so we could give him a chance to have a stable family. So it means a lot to me personally, and I'm sure for the other guys too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.